on me. I think we have time for a second round. Senator Warren, you can be
Look at her. She
the
looks so
first
lost.
in the second round. Just turns
She
out
doesn't-
I was
she didn't
the
even
only
know
one
why
who
she was
stayed and
picked.
had questions. So
That's why we had time.
I understood that
Nobody
precedent
knows
meant that
why they're
anybody
here
who
for
had
this hearing.
questions for a second round could stay
It's
and
like the most
ask them.
unqualified
And
pick
while
in the
we're
history
doing
of the world.
precedents, I
She
also
literally bought the
understand that
position.
precedent was that
And they're
President
all
Obama's
looking around like
nominees
chickens with their
that
head
came
cut
before
cut
this
off.
committee had all filled out their ethics forms, and that those were available before
Definitely
we
gotta
had a
take
hearing
this
so that
whole
we would have a
fucking
chance
world
to
over
ask
and show 'em
questions
how
about
it's
them in
done.
public. So I'm a little confused about what precedent means here.
Warren's confused. She's
Ms.
pissed.
DeVos, many of my Democratic colleagues have
taking
pointed
control.
out your lack of experience in K-12 public schools. But I'd like to ask you about your qualifications for leading the nation
She has
on higher
no
education.
qualifications
The
for
Department
leading
of
the
Education is in charge of making sure that the $150 billion that we invest in students each year gets into the right hands, and that students have the support they need to be able to pay back their student loans.
Oh, look,
The
call
Secretary
Marco
of
later.
Education is essentially responsible for managing a $1 trillion student loan bank and distributing $30 billion in Pell Grants to students each year.
Exactly.
The
All this
financial
money she has
futures
control
of
over,
an
and she's
entire
never even used public
generation
school system.
of young people
Ask Marco if the
depend
check.
on your department getting that right. Now, Mrs. DeVos, do you have any direct experience in running a bank?
Yeah, do you? Oh, what?
Senator,
She's
I
not
do
even
not.
like, she's
Do
barely
you
listening
have-
to
you
her.
Oh,
ever
there's
managed or
something going
overseen a
on?
$1 trillion loan program?
Oh, nope.
I have not.
How about a $1 billion loan program?
Nope, haven't done
I
that
have
either.
not.
Okay, so no.
Who put Ross
experience
from
managing
Friends
a
in the
program like
background?
this. How about participating in one?
I think he looks
it's
mad that I
important
said that.
For the person who is in charge of our financial aid programs to understand what it's like for students and their families who are struggling to pay for college.
She does not.
Mrs. DeVos, have
She
you
doesn't
ever
understand
taken out
anything
a
about
student
students
loan from the federal
in
government
America
to help
today.
pay for college?
I have not.
Have any of your children had to borrow money
Nope.
in order to go to college?
They have been fortunate not to.
Have you had any personal experience with a Pell Grant?
No, of course she hasn't.
Not personal experience.
She has had
but
no personal
certainly
experience with
friends
anything
and,
having to do with education.
Students with whom I've
So
worked.
you
that
have no personal experience with college financial aid or management of higher education. Mrs. DeVos, then let's start with the
How much does she
basics.
donate to
Do
this?
you support protecting federal
To Trump.
taxpayer
It was something,
dollars
it was
from
in the tens of
waste, fraud, and
thousands
abuse?
to, not to
Trump?
Trump, but to a
Absolutely.
bunch of
Good.
Republican
So do I.
senators who
Because
voted
Why
for
did
now
Trump
we
pick
all
her?
know that President-elect Trump's
Well,
experience
you know
with higher
people who have
education
his ear.
was to create a
Bryant
fake
Priebus
university,
and
which resulted in his paying a
all those guys that he's probably in their
to
her pocket.
students that he cheated.
That's crazy.
So I'm curious about how the Trump
I don't know.
administration
It's hard to wrap. Yeah.
would protect against waste, fraud, and abuse at similar for-profit colleges. So here's my question. How do you plan to
So like a Reince
protect
Priebus just
taxpayer
goes up to
dollars
him and says, hey,
from
like,
waste, fraud, and abuse by colleges
This person's
that
donated a
take
lot
in
of money,
millions
let's
of dollars
give her a
each?
job.
let's give her a job, and he just says sure without
Senator,
even.
And he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
if
he knows that, you know,
confirmed,
he's
I will
smart, right? You know,
certainly be
he
very
makes the
vigilant.
best.
Yeah,
How can you
I'm
make a
asking
decision
people-
when
the
you
best
don't look into
educated
it?
secretary
How
in the
are you
world.
gonna do that? You said you're committed.
The individuals with whom I work in the department will ensure that federal monies are used properly and appropriately.
These fucking humans. They're
and I
they're
will
so
look
stupid.
forward
How do
to
they
working
even
with
how do they even
you're
get
gonna
by?
subcontract making sure
She's
that what
giving a
happened
she's not even giving an
with,
answer.
Universities that cheat
She
students
smiles.
doesn't happen anymore.
No, I didn't say
You're
that.
going to give that to someone else to do?
I
just want
didn't
to know what
say
your
that.
ideas are for making sure we don't have problems with waste,
I'm going to
fraud,
smile and
abuse.
say no.
I want to make sure we don't have problems with that as well.
Well,
And if
here-
confirmed, I will work diligently to ensure that we are addressing any of those issues.
Well, let me make a suggestion.
that's not an
on this.
answer to the
It
issue.
actually turns out that there are a whole group of rules that are already written and are there, and all you have to do is enforce them. So what I want to know is, will you commit to enforcing these rules?
All she has to do is
ensure
say
that
yeah,
no
right?
career
I mean-
college
Yeah, it's pretty
receives
easy.
federal
You know?
funds
Easy.
Just be like, yeah,
unless
bitch, I'll do what you
She
fucking
hasn't
tell me to
researched
do
any of
now.
this.
Leave me
She
alone
doesn't
so I
know
can go
anything.
and
for gainful
pay 20
employment
senators
and
so
not
I can
cheating them.
get confirmed.
Senator,
next
I
week.
will commit to
She-
ensuring that institutions which receive federal funds
Did they
are
call each
actually
other?
serving their students well.
Did they what?
And so
Did they
you
call
will
each other?
enforce the gainful employment rules.
They do
They
look
both got the
very,
blue,
that these
the blue vest
career
suit,
colleges
or the
are
blue
not
suit.
cheating students.
very similar.
We will certainly review that rule.
You'll
and
review
see that,
it? You will not
and
commit
see
to
that
enforce it?
And see that it is
Chris Murphy.
actually
Shouldn't
achieving
you have
what
already
the
reviewed
intentions
these
are.
things?
I don't understand about reviewing it. We talked about this
Warren's
in my
taking her to
office.
task. I like that.
There are already rules in place to stop waste, fraud,
Chris
and
Murphy's
abuse.
eyebrows are putting
And I
in a
don't
workout.
understand how you cannot be
They've
sure
been
about
scrunched this whole
enforcing them.
time.
You know,
I don't know how he could possibly do
swindlers
that.
and
I would get a
crooks
headache.
are out
This
there
woman
doing
on the right does not
backflips
want to be
when
there.
they hear
She
an
looks
answer
so
like
angry.
this. If
like,
confirmed,
"Get me the fuck outta here."
you will be the cop on the
She's probably a
beat.
paid
And if you
protester.
can't
He looks like
commit
Ross
to
from
use the
Friends.
tools
Yes.
that are
It's so
already
crazy.
available to you in the Department of Education,
Everybody's so mad.
then I don't see how you can be the Secretary of Education. And I look forward to having a second round discussion.
Oh yeah.
can't be.
Oh, we look forward to it.
She clearly can't be the Secretary of Education.
Yeah.
She'd be the worst pick.
Yeah.
She is the worst pick, and
She
yet
is.
she's running our public fucking schools.
Yeah. It already. Yeah. It's too late.
Science.